Hi, and welcome to another edition of Ask Sean Anything. Got a couple questions this week in mailbox, askseananything@ehr.com or .org. One of them was, how many apps do I have on my phone? And before you think I'm actually going to answer you that, it was well over 100, which was embarrassing since I think I only use about 5 or 6 of them. But it got me wondering about digital health and where we're going with digital health as it relates to Exeter Hospital and Exeter Health Resources. Got 3 pretty exciting projects going on at the hospital that you'll see over this year. When we look at digital health, we like to look at it 3 different ways. What can we do to improve the work balance or the work that's being done by the people at the hospital? Obviously, our most important resource is those people. Secondly, how do we engage patients with digital health? Third, how do we use our assets the best we can? To that end, we have 3 things going on this coming year. One of them is a product called IQ, which will help us monitor and measure how we are actually using our surgical time. Think of surgical block time as probably one of our most expensive rooms is an OR. And how can we make sure that we're using it to its fullest capability all the time? This IQ product will help us by using artificial intelligence to try to figure out what's the best utilization of all of our blocks. And also we'll add some enhancements to surgical schedulers, bookers, etc., as well as the physicians who are looking for more time. Look at it as open table for surgery. So that's coming. Actually, we'll kick that off on Thursday of this week. So look for some of that information to be out probably by November or so. The other thing we're working on is hand hygiene monitoring, and how do we do that? And people ask, so why spend the money? Why bother doing that? It's not really about the hand hygiene per se, although that's important, but we have pretty good compliance. We actually think our numbers will probably decrease when we roll out this product. But really it's about, are we really using people to the best of their ability? Monitoring hand hygiene, is that something that a nurse should be doing exactly? Or is that something, if we can replace that with a swipe card, we can monitor it that way and not have to have people come up into different departments and use it. And in all honesty also, hand hygiene when it's monitored like that reminds me a lot of driving down 101. If you've ever driven down 101 in the morning, usually the going rate of speed is 75 to 85 miles an hour, unless there's a police officer ahead, and then all of a sudden magically everybody's going 65. So when you see somebody sitting outside a room with a clipboard, chances are you're going to make sure you hit that hand hygiene pump before you walk in that room. So that's an exciting thing. It'll free up some capacity to do other things for people and let people just concentrate on providing care to patients. The last thing is the thing I'm probably the most excited about and what got me thinking about the app. There is no app for Exeter Health Resources. There's no app for Exeter Hospital. And shouldn't we have an app? So we're partnering with a company called Deliver Health, who will soon develop for us an app that our patients will be able to do things like wayfinding, checking in on appointments, finding doctors, etc. We'll be able to use it as a marketing tool. We'll be able to use it to provide free information to our patients. There'll be no cost on the app. And one of the really exciting things it'll do for us is give us some artificial intelligence so that we can start reaching out to patients and saying to them, hey, you're scheduled for an endoscopy. Are you coming in? Yes or no? If no, let's rebook it. And hey, by the way, did you know you're a week away? And I'm stuck on endoscopy, but this will be for other areas too. And how do you do your prep, etc.? That right now is done manually by a department that does not have the time or capacity, in all honesty, to get to that. And there are better things and more important things that they could be doing than doing that kind of information. So we're going to use artificial intelligence and this app that'll look like Exeter Hospital. It's white labeled, meaning it'll just be in our name. You won't see the word Deliver Health on it. That project should be kicking off soon. It'll probably take 4 to 6 months before we actually see that app. But as time allows, I'll make sure to give you an update on how we're doing with all these things. As always, if you have any questions for me, just ask Sean anything.